Hello, and today we've got an Audi TT 8S or FV in. This is actually a Mark III TTS, and there's an issue with water getting into the vehicle. There's water on the driver's side rear footwell, front and back, and also a bit of water on the passenger side. And if we have a look at the drains on this vehicle, so the drains are actually down here, and you can see the pipe just going across there, point out with my finger, and you can see there's water collected in there, and obviously as the roof opens it collects in this channel and it leaks into the vehicle. So that should be bone dry just in there. If we look on the other side, you'll actually see there's some leaves in here, and then also there's some leaves trapped down there. So here's a better view, and this is where the water's getting trapped, overflowing, and then ending up inside the cabin. So what we did was we got our pipe cleaner, squeezed our hand in there, and we pushed it through to clear the drain. And as you can see now, it's nice and clear with no water collecting. It's a bit hard to record. And the next thing to do now is to flush some water down there to make sure it's nice and clear. So following flushing some water down, we were not happy with the flow rate of the water. So what I did was I got a thin tube and I fed that inside the drain, so it's going through the pipe. And then I got the hose, connected it onto there, squeezed it on, and then flushed it through. And you can see all the debris come out and the water's flowing nicely. So as you can see, we've fed the hose into the drain line, and now we're going to spray some water through it. So nothing fancy here, I'm literally just squeezing that onto there, holding it in position, and then spraying water through. That's going through here into the drain. And now if we look under the vehicle, you can see the water's coming out through the drain. Now what you can do is put some compressed air through there, then a bit of water and air, and that should clear it out. One other thing we found on this vehicle is someone had removed the bungs, which is probably letting the water into the bodywork of the car. So as you can see on this one here, that bung there has been removed. So what we did was we got it in position with a welding wire, and then we used the broom handle to just press it down. So if you look around on the other side, you can see we've got that bung into position there. So as you can see, we've got our broom handle there, and if I can just focus the camera correctly and put the lighting in, you can see we've pushed the bung into position just there. Just got the broom handle nice and center on the bung and just pressed it down. Bit hard to record, but definitely possible. So in terms of testing the drains now, let's just spray some water on the roof here. Obviously you don't want it to overflow here, but just like that. And you can see coming out nice and easy, flowing really well from the drain behind the wheel arch liner. Same on the passenger side. Just watch how it doesn't overflow. And again, flowing really well behind the wheel arch liner. When we look at the front of the vehicle, we've got two more drains. We've got one here and one here. Now, we'd normally use our syringe, but given we've made a really big mess in the garage, and we've got the hose pipe in here, so we're just going to use the hose pipe, just feed that onto there, and hopefully not spill any water, and just flush it through. You can see that it just comes out there, and that's the bottom drain. And let's just do the top drain. Make sure you're good snug fit. Get that on there. It's obviously a lot easier when you've got two hands. Bit of dripping, but make sure it drips outside the vehicle. There you have it. So two drains on the front on each side. Just make sure you don't spill anything inside the vehicle. We normally use our syringe, but given we've got the hose today, we're just going to use that. And there you have it. That's how you successfully flush the front and rear drains and clear blockages on a Mark III TT, as well as making a really good mess in the garage. Well, at least the inside of the car is going to be dry now. We're going to leave the aircon on and just dry out the inside as much as possible before the customer collects the vehicle. We hope you found our video useful, and if you did, please hit like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching.